We want to begin now with some breaking news. Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a for hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Durk Bank, and he is from Chicago. This is his mugshot from Florida, where he was arrested last night.
The moment the judge revealed Durk's release date, he collapsed to the floor. Why? Because the police had just built a brand new case file called The End of Durk Banks. Inside, investigators linked Durk to playing a role in King Von's death. To really understand his release date, you need to know what's inside that evidence. Starting with Vonnie's father turning on his own son, and on Durk.
I'm going to give you this. It's a back door and I got all the pieces. That's all I'm going to tell you. As Durk asked Vonnie, is it open? Vonnie told him it's off the hinges.
Wait. Are you talking about the Von? Like King Von?
Listen very carefully. When the payment was made to Little Tim, the next day or the same day, Durk asked Vonnie, was it open? This is what he asked him. Was it open? It was his exact words. Was it open? He told him it's off the hinges.
Are you saying that Vonnie backdoor King Von? No way. That was right here.
You heard what I just said. Guess what? You need motive first, right? Yeah. I got bankers that'll testify that or will make a contract or make a statement to you and let you know that this is the amount of money he had, this is what he had, this is that another. You need motive first and foremost. I got text messages from the lawyer letting you know that who told on Durk before, who told on Von before he died.
According to the files, there are even recordings of DJ academics asking Vonnie's father why Durk would ever want Von gone. Police noted that at the time Von was killed, both he and Durk were tangled in a case together. That case ended with a private settlement, meaning there's a huge chance Durk cut a secret deal with the feds, placing the blame squarely on Von.
Why would Durk want Von?
Let me give you this. First of all, you didn't sign your rights over. You ain't in no 360 deal. First of all, you can't bring nobody into the business and they surpass you. How you bring me to the table and I pass you up? Don't nobody want their cheap spot taken, do they?
That's an interesting
Dude was
thing.
a slack. He was signing the boys. He was Von wasn't no slack.
That's interesting. I did find out that Von didn't have any contractual ties to Durk like that, which was interesting.
I mean, come on, man. He wasn't even signed to him. How's this his friend? He lied on Breakfast Club and said, hey, you think your man would be sitting here with $300,000 worth of jewelry on and he not have an attorney? He had a public defender.
Then came the viral tweet. Von's dad leaking that Durk set up Von makes me wonder why Durk always jumps on IG Live after someone close passes. He went live right after Von, Lulab, and even FBG Duck were gone. Fans started believing Durk uses IG Live as a real-time alibi. But Vonnie's father didn't stop there. He accused his own son of orchestrating both Lil Pab's and King Von's murders.
Oh, no, he ain't take my advice. He ain't respond no back to me because this is on a tablet. He on a jail tablet when I sent that to him. He ain't respond nothing else to him. I told you he can't take my advice because they playing. They made themselves get caught. This is what come along with it. They wanted to get caught. You understand me?
So, that's what you meant by trenches of paint. Okay.
What you mean trenches what?
Was it you that said that? With the whole narrative about Vonnie snitching with the text messages. Like, that's...
Yeah. I don't know who said that, but that was me.
Cause that was a focus. Everybody was trying to make it seem like that's what the text messages was about.
That's just saying what he finna cop out to and this, that, and and with me saying Von, some people like, damn, what he gonna tell on some words on Von?
I ain't gonna lie, I said that in my video. I'm intrigued to know what the Von name was for.
No, he ain't gonna tell him no Von. You gonna tell that just like you orchestrated Lil Pat, you orchestrated this, and guess who you work for?
Vonnie's father, who lives by the street code, believes if someone snitches, you can snitch right back. He didn't hold back. Even Durk's sister-in-law jumped in, calling Vonnie a rat on Instagram during Durk's motor for hire case. Meanwhile, court records suddenly showed Durk was no longer in federal custody. He had been released, likely on house arrest. Not long after, texts from Vonnie leaked, showing him trying to negotiate a plea deal. I'll take 5 to 7 years. That's better than life. I can't risk trial. Don't want them to do me like the others. By others, he was talking about Jam. But we'll get to that soon.
Dude had a... What about that? A man had a... with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
Here's where it gets wild. New police body cam footage shows Ted, Vonnie's relative, crying and begging to cooperate. Ted was Durk's main shooter D's brother, making him family to Vonnie too. Picked up with a gun in his pocket, Ted was dragged to the station, pleading with cops, "I'll tell you everything about the murders."
Hey, stop it. Stop it.
I swear to God, I tell you, I will tell you, please, I swear, please.
Locked inside a holding cell, Ted completely broke down, bawling his eyes out, desperate to trade information to escape prison.
Wait, hold on, you gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? What you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you, all right?
We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus to prison. Relax.
Give me No, I'm saying, what are you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
The officers kept telling him, "Relax, calm down, tell us numbers, tell us names, we'll see what we can do." Ted, panicked, just wanted out.
To know, like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to, like, his mama saying f him and shit like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
Because D was the older brother, everyone assumed it was him snitching when paperwork showed their last name. But it wasn't D, it was Ted all along. With Ted and Vonnie both flipping, it looks like their family convinced them to save themselves. But as they secured lighter sentences, Durk's situation only spiraled deeper. Reports even came out that Durk was caught in a jailhouse altercation. That same morning, Lil Baby tweeted, "I don't care about nothing else right now. Free Durk." On the streets, rumors spread after Durk's close friend Glee was killed in Chicago, signaling a wave of retaliation.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out or whatever like that. It could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
Right around then, Quando Rondo gave an interview, wishing things had played out differently.
I just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son, for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's gonna give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
Lil Tim, his right-hand man, echoed the same words. Two known ops both dropping interviews on the same day, suddenly speaking positive about Durk. Many fans felt the timing was way too suspicious. Some believe the Fed staged it to protect them from being linked to hits on Dake, especially since Durk was close to being released.
The search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
Behind the scenes, Durk's lawyers had submitted a third bond request, one so strong the judge couldn't ignore it. Prosecutors even admitted in court they were willing to toss evidence against Durk. But here's the shady part. They still read that same evidence out loud, exposing everything in front of the courtroom.
This is a real victory Now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
This move drew outrage, with people calling it one of the dirtiest legal tricks ever. Even Charleston White had something to say about it.
Give me the check on your man. I heard you got his head. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I used to have a dare. Architect. Having who? I'm having a dare. School's trying to stop time.
It turns out the mountain of evidence came from one person, Jam. He handed over 230 gigabytes of recordings, surveillance, and 20,000 pages of documents. According to federal prosecutors, Durk allegedly paid for 2 murders. First, Stephon Mack, who killed Durk's brother Defang, and second, Jam's own baby mother, after Durk found out Jam was wired up.
I see from a mile away. I don't think people realize that. I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your cooperate.
But here's the catch. Durk already suspected Jam was dirty months before. In interviews, he said he was playing 3D chess, keeping Jam close while preparing for betrayal.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be my best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
I promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids. Cause it's like, I'm just a different type. I'm not the, we're gonna have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the, you gotta watch,
everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta, everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play. I see from a mile away. I don't think people realize.
Jam was the same man Durk once gifted $50,000 to during an Instagram live. Yet he turned around and snitched, exposing everyone in the background of that video.
You know what's name, bro? Steady crying, huh? He's steady crying. Feed him. Feed him. Get in the milk, bro. Get in the milk so they want me to get the tripping, bro.
See that?
Feed
for my baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. This too much. Crazy though. My sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Buy what I want, do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof,
bro got out what?
You know that
how many you did all?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah, that's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
The feds then tracked those same men, guys who once went jewelry shopping with King Von. They are now suspecting Lil Pap's death.
Solitary stone.
We just looked at him, man.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
Because of Jam's testimony, Durk is now staring down another murder charge. Prosecutors even showed the judge one of Durk's IG stories that read for Define posted just 30 minutes after Stephon Mack's murder. The very next day, Durk was caught laughing on another story, something the feds claim is evidence of intent.
Right. Hey, somebody always said, slap a car.
Somebody always said, slap a car. Well, look on that'll, yeah.
But despite everything, Durk's camp isn't folding. When asked if they consider a plea deal, his team said, no, we're going all the way.
You know, likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen, like, this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's going to be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either are or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way?
would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
And here's why. They are preparing to argue that everything Durk raps or posts online falls under his First Amendment rights, freedom of speech.
There's a First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about. And that doesn't mean just because the story is...
That's why many lawyers are predicting Durk will walk free, just like Young Thug's case.
We've seen it happen quite a bit. I don't know that I'd say it's been persuasive. I think the biggest example we look at is Young Thug down in Atlanta. They took a lot of his lyrics, and even though technically speaking, ultimately they got a conviction, he actually walked out on time served. Most of the people that were prosecuted didn't end up being convicted, and I don't think anybody would call that prosecution a successful prosecution. And so, you've got freedom of speech issues. Does it mean that just because I'm saying something in a rap song, it typically is a rap song, does that mean that I actually did something? And this is an extra interesting twist here because Lil Durk's attorney is saying, well, this song was actually released months before.
Legal experts say prosecutors simply don't understand rap culture, and this has backfired in court plenty of times before.
Yeah, and I'll go out on a limb and say that sometimes prosecutors don't necessarily understand hip-hop culture. It's almost like a text without context. So you got to really understand the time, the place, the audience. Sometimes they might speak in ways that seem direct to somebody that's outside of the culture, but doesn't necessarily, but can mean several things to someone inside the culture. So it would certainly be a flub, big time, right? But it wouldn't be the first time that such a thing has happened where somebody looking through the window, particularly of hip hop culture, doesn't understand what's being said other than their desired use of it.
But the feds know one thing. Hip-hop is deeply interconnected, which is why eyebrows shot up when Brick Baby was suddenly arrested. Prosecutors delayed Durk's bond hearing, hinting at a new informant. Soon after, news broke that Brick Baby, Big U, and others were caught in a major rolling 60s takedown. Insiders say the feds will squeeze Brick Baby to give up everything on Durk, especially since it's the one who once went live saying, "You can't say Durk never slid for Vaughn. They got Lil Pab."
This just said, 5 Chicago gang members with ties to Lil Durk, OTF, accused of being hired to alive Quando Rondo in the LA incidents where Lil Pab was unalive. Suspects face the penalty if convicted.
But was this an attempted hit? Or
Well,
they
can't
say
that no more.
Then they put you as
Why?
Like, who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pab.
So this is about the...
Oh! What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
But to make it worse, Brick Baby has been tied directly to the lyric evidence in Durk's case. He even admitted on a live stream that he'd have given Quando Rondo's location to Durk if asked.
Why is that? Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he had to ask me, I probably would have been coke if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd up in.
Right.
Now he's locked up, facing heavy charges. And with his back against the wall, everyone believes Brick Baby will flip, adding yet another snitch to the growing list against Derek.